Hi there, Dr. Nina with Path to Alignment. I was talking to a prospect the other day, and I've been noticing this pattern lately that I've been seeing across quite a few leads. And it's when people are putting their businesses on hold or quitting altogether when a family issue comes up. And it's like this either or kind of mentality. And what I'm noticing, what's happening is kind of from places of guilt. People will really slow their business down to the point like it's hurting the business or quitting altogether if it's dealing with parental obligations where they maybe might feel guilt as a mother or a father if they're not, if they feel like maybe they're prioritizing their business over their family. The other one I'm seeing a lot is like familial duty. You feel the necessity to, maybe you have a sick parent or siblings are struggling with things like that familial duty. And so you're the leader. Most of the time, a lot of entrepreneurs and high achievers are, you're the go-to, the problem solver, the nurturer, the fixer of the family. So people come to you and then you feel the need or obligation to swoop in and save the day. But at the same time, then you're kind of like, you're not, who's saving you, who's saving your business and things like that. And I want to talk about, what to do with that, or, some ways to maybe look at that. What we need to basically embrace is that to have a successful business, it requires, and long-term success in a business, it really is going to require the mindset and the kind of go-getter mentality that you have to deal with setbacks, whether those setbacks are in life, family stuff is coming up, or business. So this really is kind of getting at the work-life balance that happens. And it just seems like a lot of people are either taking I have to focus on family, or if I'm working on my business, or like climbing up the ladder of the career kind of thing, versus instead of saying either or, maybe taking an and approach. I can work on the business, I can grow this business, I can be successful at this business, and I can be a good parent or a good son or a good sibling, and respect my family. Think about it this way: the very reason people usually start businesses a lot is to make more money, for generational wealth, right? To create a legacy. So by stopping that, you're actually stunting the very thing you're doing it for and the people you're doing it for. So then you're having to start over, or really work really hard to get back up to where you were when you take that either or approach. So what do you do about that, right? First thing is, what a lot of entrepreneurs don't really do is handle wellness well. And what I mean is like self-care, managing your stress and your emotions. And to be honest, just high achievers don't really look at that too much because they're so busy pouring into other people. Nobody's really pouring into them. Nobody really even checks on them that much because they have the message of, you're okay, you got it together. Ask me how I know. I know that feeling, right? When you are a go-to person in your family, like you kind of get overlooked sometimes. So you have to pour into yourself, and you have to get support around you. That's very, very important. You want to have good stress management skills. This is like making sure you have a balance of recreational activities that you actually enjoy and do. You make time to do them, because many high achievers do not. Good self-care. So what's your relaxation regimen look like? What's your meditation or mindfulness look like? What's your exercise look like? That's kind of under that umbrella. And some kind of like purpose, whether that's spiritual purpose or like, a calling or something higher than yourself that's driving your why and driving you to do what you do. And just making sure you're kind of working those areas. Those are just a few, not all, but just a few that you want to make sure you're managing the stress. If you sit with stress, it's kind of like, think about a thermometer. Like most high achievers say, if you're 0 to 100 is the thermometer. If you're at 50 or lower, you're managing your stress pretty well. Like you can feel it, but you're still getting by. It's not really messing with your functioning or your day-to-day. Once you get over 50 though, this is when you might snap at people. You might have a little bit short-temperedness. You're a little bit more moody. You don't have, your threshold is just not that great. And so this is where stress management skills come in to do those things to help manage that. So that's one of those things. And then another thing you want to do to kind of help this either or versus and mentality, right? This work-life balance, because you can do that, is to reframe it to what I just said. It's not either or, it's and, right? It's business, career, and family, not or family or life or whatever. And really challenging yourself to do what you got to do to find that balance, and not letting the guilt or whatever emotion kind of run your decisions, right? We're being led by your emotions. If you have it in your finances to outsource, even if you don't, get creative in how you can outsource. Find college interns willing to learn for experience. There's always a way to kind of get what you need done, but you're only one person. So if you do have more family demands at that time, then you're problem solving. How do you outsource or delegate a few of those things that you can, so that you can have a little bit more time with family if you need to, while you're running the business, but not stopping your business. And if you have to slow it down or kind of switch the trajectory of the business, do that and adjust accordingly, slowly, versus just stopping altogether, right? Like if it's something where you really just have to, it's all hands on deck and you kind of have to slow it down, rather than just quit on your dreams. The very reason that you started this thing, or that you are going for that goal, right, is for the family and yourself, and to make change. So you don't want to lose yourself in your dreams. If this is you, I'm really speaking to those high achievers, entrepreneurs, the leaders of the family, the nurturers of the family. Really take inventory on this one and make some shifts for yourself. Don't give up on your own dreams, and sacrifice those, like the sacrificial lamb, for everyone else's. That's not selfish. That's necessary to make the change you want to make for you and your family.